Alright boys, as you guys all know, first, there's a lot of new players picking up the game right now, and I would like to make this entire guide for the new players, and even the, kind of veterans, or the players that have been playing for a long time, and just make a easy list for you to go through and just find which units you don't have yet that are, useful for certain tasks. Today I'm going to give you a breakdown of each unit. It's going to be a pretty fun video, and by the way, we're also very close to 23k. If you would like to subscribe, it helps out a ton. That is the goal before the end of the month. Let's see if we can crack that. With that being it, let's jump into it. Let's have some fun. This is the entire must-have, most important top-tier character guide. So first, hopping over here, we're going to be using GC database for all of this. All of the details are here, and I just find it funny that Liz doesn't have her image yet. It's just dead. Like, I can refresh the tab, it's just gone. Everyone else has an image, but she doesn't. So I guess Liz is that terrible. I'm just kidding. But yeah, with this, we have first Elizabeth of Internal Rebirth. This is Fez Liz, the new one that just dropped. As much as people want to hate on her, she is still, as much as I even want to hate on her, she is still a good unit, and she is still used for a lot of things. Again, top tier character. You can say whatever about having it be a must-have. She's a good character, her passive does work, and I still say that she will get buffed later down the line. Basically what she does is, she just buffs Sin's Archangels. That is the point of her. She hits for some decent damage. Her ultimate is pretty nasty. Again, she does get better at 4-6. That's the entire problem with her. But this is a unit, if you can obtain her. Right now the banner is active. And again, we also have leaks of what's coming soon. If you don't care for those units, as you got leaked, right? Melee. And the other one, again, you can still wait if they drop, whatever. Remember, this banner is still active. You have 5 weeks with it. You have time. If you would like to go and pull for her, she is a light festival character. She is hard to obtain. That is your option. That is your choice. Fully up to you, but she is on number 1. She is a very good character, and rather saying number 1, she's on the list. This is in no particular order. If this was an order, Trader Melee would go first. But other than that, there's no order in this list. It's just the must-have top-tier characters. That's it. Next up, we have Queen Diane. As much as we want to hate on this character, also, she is very good, right? She is really a top-tier character. Even though at launch, when she first dropped, she wasn't, right? You then had, guess who dropped? Tarmiel. Tarmiel made this unit so much better and so much more crazier. Then more team comps came out with the new characters that released, and she did become really good. Again, she wasn't terrible at launch. She just released at a terrible time, right? Missing out on Rimuru was a big L. He is insane, right? He is. So again, we did miss out, or I personally did miss out on this unit, and I can't wait for her to return on the Queen shop. I'll purchase her right away. Again, her taunt is really good. She's used for the bosses. She's used for the new demon really well. And then PvP, she's annoying to deal with that Tarmiel link. So that is one character. A PvE character that is, again, questionable. Not the greatest top 10, but his passive right here, Green Arthur, is insane. Increases the allies' damage dealt to enemies by 35% and decreases damage taken by 35%. If all allies are alive, it remains, right? So that's the entire idea. This is another really good unit. Obviously, next is Tarmiel. You know that. You know Tarmiel's up there. You know how broken he is. Didn't release with the Annie. It sucked. It really did. Next, we got Brunhild. This is mainly a PvE character, and let me tell you, she hits very hard. She's also very, very good for the Demonic Beast. You probably know that. Read her passive there in the bottom right. If I were to go through every passive here, I'll be like forever, like here forever. But this is a character you need just to clear PvE content. She's really good for the Demon Boss, obviously. She's also just good at Tower of Trials, anything like that. She just clears any type of PvE content really fast. That's not Deathmatch and PvP. Everything else she excels in. This is a character you need to pick up. If you're a newer player, you will see her on constant banners, and she has been on constant banners previously. So again, you should have her already. If you haven't built her, go and build her. You need to. Again, Purgatory Bond being still a decent unit, even though he gets turreted on constantly from other teams. He is still good. He has fallen off a lot, and recently he keeps on falling off because other teams keep nuking him. Yes, he is still good. He still has a lot of play. He is still, I would say, a top tier character. Again, recently he keeps dropping, but he is up there. Next one, this is basically a 4th slot character. This is just used for PvE content where you need to get a ultimate gauge fast, or in PvE if you want to go and rush ults. This is the character to use because of that passive. Fills an ally's ultimate move gauge by 1 orb at the start of the battle. Very similar with that. And then if you get her Holy Relic on top of it, it increases the damage dealt by unknown race allies by 35%. So it's not that bad. Pretty good unit right here. Again, mainly just passive is used for the bench. Other than that, you won't see much play with her. Next, we have Ragnarok Bond, and this is for obvious reasons. He was on the latest banner here for you to go and obtain. He only else was on the single banner with the 242 gems. Again, I missed on him because I had to save gems. That's what happened. I had to go and summon for the Deer Lady. That ruined me, thoroughly ruined me. So with that, His passive is increases all the allies' attack-related stats by 10% and decreases all enemies' pierce rate, crit chance, and crit damage by 15%. Outstanding unit. If you have this, this will be a great character to put on the bench, 4th slot. He will do wonders for your team in comparison to having him. You could also go Death Pierce, that I also have somewhere on this list. He also is kind of there, decreases the enemy's crit resistance and crit defense by 30%, allowing you to crit a little bit more and more often. So remember, both of these units were kind of the 4th bench unit. Lately, Red Bond has kind of taken that spot, and maybe soon we may see the new Meliodas also take that spot, so we will see what happens with that, but Bond is one of them. Magilda, I don't have to say much here. This is your character to defeat the bird if you need to. Magilda is the character to go and pick up if you haven't already built her and you want to go take on the bird. This is your character. Along with her holy relic, she will destroy. Highly recommend to make her perfect. You need that holy relic, so again, it will require you to use that free chest that you got a while ago if you still have that. Then also grind a little bit of the bird in order to acquire this. Once you have it, use it. You will destroy the bird. This is a must-have unit in, you know, your quest to defeat the bird. You have to get this. Gotta. Again, the one is still the pinnacle of the game. He just destroys in everything. PvE content, PvP, any piece of content, this is your man. The One Escanor still being the best. You got him for free. You should already know this character. Again, Red Gowther, outstanding. Mainly, this is the best free-to-play character to use because of his skill rank up, which is amazing. His attack disable is still pretty overpowered. And again, this is free, first off, from a login, and also in Coin Shop. So you have chances to obtain this character on numerous occasions. So make sure you go and get him as you can. Still, Halloween Gowther, even though he gets a little bit more hate now, he is still good and he still has a purpose. PvE content, PvP, he still works in those two fields, so don't worry about that. We then have Hijack Gowther, the other Gowther, which is still, I will say, he was hated when he first dropped because of the entire Fez problem. Most people skipped him. They also then didn't get him on the next banner, and now he hasn't returned. He's just been missing. This character is stupidly annoying and has a stupid broken team. When it comes to Liz, you can actually make a really good team with her using this character. So I would say if you could pick him up at some point later in the line, it would be great. He does work really well also with collaboration teams. So this is a great character to have and just a great character to use on your account for just mainly PvP. Then we have the Snake Armor. This is literally used for the deer. This is what you're going to be using this unit for. That is mainly her specialty, and that is her only specialty. You can't really use her outside of that. So just when you get this unit, that's for the deer. Again, mostly if you're a new player in this video, you don't need her anytime soon to beat the deer. Do months on end of grinding, making sure your gear is outstanding, making sure your account is outstanding. So remember, don't try and chase this unit right now. You have time, and most likely she will appear on other banners, so don't really chase her. Again, Fairy King Harlequin, even though people want to say he's not the best Fez unit, he is still really good for just both PvE. Granting that shield is outstanding and keeps your team alive. And then for PvP, he does do pretty good. And again, I still run him here and there. And yeah, he's not half bad. Yes, the newest units kind of ruin him completely, but he still has a lot of play and he still is pretty good. One of the most annoying units right here, Lily of Desire, the Christmas Lilia. Oh my god, if you want a unit to just destroy, be toxic, do whatever in PvP, this is your pickup. I also have one more on this list that's kind of similar, which will be, yes, this one, Beach Girl, Truthseeker Merlin, the beach version, which will probably return real soon on these summer banners. That'll be your chance to pick her up. This actual unit makes me want to uninstall the game. Like, I can't, I keep running into her and I can't stand her. I still don't have her, and I really, really, really want to get her. So I'm going to continue and hoping at some point I actually pull her. I don't think it's going to happen, but this is a really good unit PvP. Again, you can practically read her attacks. If the hero uses 2 skills during the ally's turn, applies an effect on enemies which disables the attacks for 1 turn. If using 3 skills, applies an effect which prevents ultimate gauge from filling for 2 turns. You can also see here, this is an attack on all, which depletes 1 ultimate gauge move, and this is a flood attack. So with her doing damage is insane. Her passive being super annoying. Her holy relic also decreases all enemies max HP by the value of 100 of the hero's attack. Applies when entering battle. Excludes deathmatch. Super, super annoying unit. That's all you gotta know about her. I don't know. Yeah, that's really it. Moving on, we have Fez Merlin, which again, I think this is pretty self-explanatory. She's used for Great Demon, really easy to clear with her. She's also used for the new demon just to clear really fast as well. Then in PvP, she works really well with collab teams, and she kind of just one-shots a lot of the meta characters. She is still up there, and she is really, really strong. That's all you gotta know about this character. As much as we want to hate on Cusack, he isn't terrible, and he does see a lot of play here and there. So again, as much as we want to say he sucks, he's not, I won't say anywhere near must-have, like you need him to survive, but he is a top-tier character, so this is a little bit iffy one on the list, but he is up there. if you want to go must-have, that's Trainer Meliodas. Again, you have to get this character. He will make your entire life easier. For everyone asking me, should I reroll for him? If you're still trying to reroll, this is who you need to reroll for. Trust me now, everyone on the banner, everyone in the game cannot compare to how good Trainer Meliodas is for just everything. He is the most well-rounded character in the game to beat PvP, PvE, Demonic Beast, anything. He is your guy. He is your go-to character, so that's what you gotta go and pick up. Matrona, mainly for the bird. She does see a little bit of play outside of that here and there, mainly for her passive and just for heavy metal. That's what she's used for. Other than that, not much. And then again, you have Ludo Margaret over here, which she is used in a lot of areas also. You see a lot of play with her in final bosses, also PvP. Again, her, Breath of Blessed is her main used thing for buffing and keeping you alive. Also, her passive is pretty good for the goddess allies. And then her Holy Relic is also good for the 4 Archangels. So most likely this is a unit that you will have to pair with Mael in the future if you care for that character. I know a lot of people are hyping him up, so just remember that's a character you're going to need. We then have Blue Tarmiel also on this list, which is again a really good character. We have Red Tarmiel also, which is just broken. His grace is outstanding. One of the most annoying characters, most likely. They purposely like cucked Global by removing him off of the anniversary banner, which sucks so much. So again, really good for the grace. Hopefully he appears on the next banner. Or next, future banners. Most likely, a banner we're not going to summon for, he will appear on. So I'm guessing right after Annie, this latest Ragnarok one, they'll throw him on as a bait. Watch them do that. We have Twigo also, a rare character or a R character, which means, he's not SSR, he's not the best, but his passive is outstanding to go and use with Bond Team and just final boss content, PvE content. That is what mainly he shines in. Sigurd is really good also. Sariel of Tornado is good for PvE content and also PvP. Again, he has fallen off a lot, but he is still used here and there. We also have the Green Sariel, and then I think I had a few more characters on here, but the list has been like thrown out all over the place. And then Executioner Zeldris. These are the characters that I recommend that you level up, you must have, you try to obtain at some point. This, again, to quickly break it down, he is used for his passive, he is used on bench, he's also used with AM Melee, and most likely if we get relics for demons, he can become even better, and maybe AM Melee finally becomes an outstanding unit that's used constantly because of the new channel dropping. Moving up, these are collaboration characters, so I think like the next 5 or 2 or 3 will be all collab characters. First one being ReZero Ram. Her passive is her main selling point, increases the unknown, other than, if you want to consider her wife who has the other selling point, but again, increases the unknown race allies basic stats by 20%. This is a character for collaborations, for, Fez Merlin, for Fez Gowther. This character will make that team so much better, so much better. The only real alternative you have to this unit is kind of like Bon and like one other. Mainly, if you can pull her when she does return at some point, whenever we get the ReZero Rerun, that is your chance. You need this character. They most likely won't give her for free anymore. You may see, I'm guessing, either Beatrice for free or Ram. I know they're not going to give Amelia for free. So either Rem or Beatrice. Either one of those will drop. So with this one, if you can pick her up next time she returns, if she does return. Then again, the following ReZero Collab character is Rem. Obviously, she's just used for nuking. High damage, you slide her card, she does really good. Amelia, the most toxic, not toxic as much as Terry, but toxic, collaboration character. She's used for just constant freezing. Her AoE ult is just like Lost Vein. It's insane. Where's the ult right here? So high damage, high everything. She freezes. Her passive also freezes you if you attack her 2 times in the same turn from the same enemy. Really good card right there also. Rimuru, we just had this character. There's not much explanation you need. Hits for insane damage, pierce rate super high, and then passive is pretty cool also. We then have one more. I think I have Kyo and Terry somewhere here open. I have no idea where I threw them. There, Terry, used to just be annoying. His taunt is broken crack shoot. And then we have his, his ultimate, which is a power strike. So, and it's an attack on all. So, annoying right there. I have Kyo open somewhere, which I literally was like throwing the tabs around, so I lost Kyo. But Kyo does exist, and he's also on this list. So just act like he's there. I don't know where I put him. So, we lost Kyo, but yeah. This is with the KOF collaboration whenever this actually does return. It might not, given we just had it. So it may take a genuine long time, but he is on this list also. I actually found it. This is Kyo, mainly used because his passive adds ignite debuffs, and then also when he stacks all of them, he can do some high damage. So he is a pretty good character on the side also. And again, if you're wondering about the list, I will go through it here and just show it to you while I'm talking over it again for the outro. These are the units, level them up, go whatever. Again, you do have level 100 now, so remember, these mainly are your priorities to go and just get to level 100. I know it will take some time to do that. I'm currently grinding on global and I have a few characters fully leveled up. Let me know how many characters right now you have level 100, because it's taken some time for me. I keep getting like just gold from it. I don't even get good drops. I get like 3, 4, 6. It's really bad without the entire buff. Like my entire plan is I hit the buff and then I just like I crank out as many as I can. I have people invite them to me. Like I started an entire like a line of people and then I'm like spam them to me as soon as I do it, and I have to like, it's like a timed thing. In 1 hour I try my best to complete as many as I can. It's like the biggest meme, but that's what you have to do, because just my luck first off like sucks completely when it does come to getting the mats. So this was happening to me. But again, that's it. That's everything. That's the entire list of must-have best top tier units. Let me know what you think about it. Peace out, everyone. Enjoy. Catch you guys in the next one. Have fun and stay safe.